Yes, sir. What's the deal, everybody? It's your boy, I'm Mac, welcoming you to the Leisure Time Podcast Sports Talk, where we discuss some of the hottest sports topics going on in the world. Before or after you watch this video, please subscribe to the Leisure Time Podcast LLC YouTube page so you won't miss none of our content. Also, to those can't get to YouTube, please go download our audio versions or listen to our audio versions on Podbean, Apple Podcasts, and SoundCloud. Thanks.
Yes, sir. What's the deal, everybody? And welcome to another episode of Lake Takes, where we talk all things Los Angeles Lakers. Huge win over the Spurs tonight, right? 105-94. The return of the GOAT, return of the King James, and he actually played well. Very shaky in that first quarter, though, guys. Very shaky. Had about 5 turnovers in the first quarter. Kind of didn't have that lift that I expected him to have, right? But as the game went on, he played better and better, and that's all you ever really want from a GOAT like LeBron James, right? I think that his explosiveness was there. It was good to see him kind of get some dunks, trying to get some layups in the lane, right, guys? Just show that lift, right? When you're dealing with abductors, you're dealing with that groin area, guys, it can be tough on the athlete, especially athletes that have to stop and start and move laterally a lot. So I'm just happy that he kind of looked normal, but, you know, we got to make sure that we just keep easing him into it, though, right? What I didn't like, though, however, is he took 17 shots. 17 shots particularly is not that many shots, but it was more shots than AD, right, guys? As we know, AD's been on a monster stretch. I think he's proven over the last 5 to 7 games that he's the number one option, right? So Bron, I kind of think he has to get that in his head, right, that he is not the number one option no more, and he got to get AD the ball, especially in spots where AD can cause a lot of damage. Overall, though, I do think the GOAT looked well, right, and hopefully he can maintain that play, and hopefully we can see him pass Kareem. That's one of the highlights I want for this season, right? I don't really know about a championship this year, obviously, with our record being 5-13, but I'm looking forward to him passing Kareem. So hopefully he can stay healthy, stay in the game, we stay rolling, and he can get that record, okay? But speaking of AD, right, he's continuing his stretch of just great basketball, right? He only took 13 shots today, but he had 25 points, had about another 15 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 blocks, 1 steal. And what I'm loving about AD play is he's stepping on the court knowing that he's the man. He's not too high. He's not too low. He's playing consistent basketball. And what I love the most is he's anchoring our defense. Our defense isn't that great. It isn't that great, right? But he is anchoring it down right, and he's doing his best right. And I think the guys are feeding off of him defensively. Over the last 3 games, he's averaging about 30 points per game, about 15 rebounds, 3 blocks, right? And this is the AD on the way we've expected since 2020, right? So ever since that bubble season when we won the championship, AD's injuries, right, kind of just been costing us seeing him in his prime. So I'm just knocking on wood and just happy that he's finally healthy and able to play, right, majority of the games, because when he's not out there, we're not a good team, and if he's not out there, we ain't gonna have no chance of making the playoffs. I think right now at this point in time, AD means more to our team than LeBron, and if you think LeBron means more, I don't know, you might just want to check out and watch the games, guys, because I'm telling you, right, AD is setting the tone and he's just playing absolutely wonderful. Now, I want to fast forward to the middle of the week when we was playing the Phoenix Suns, and it's a situation, right, where we had Devin Booker hitting AR-15, Austin Reeves, right, he's falling on the ground, and then Deontay Aiden, Mr. Tough Guy, taunting over him. And, you know, our guy, Pat Bev, go over there, give him a little body check, right, and he sends him flying, right? Well, that little body check got Pat Bev 3-game suspension, and I'm hearing it's about $270 or $300,000 he's going to be missing them 3 games, right? So first and foremost, the guys got to help him pay that fine, because what he did was something that we absolutely needed, and we haven't had nobody do something like that since probably the 2020 Dwight Howard when he was playing in the bubble with us, right? Bringing that edge, that toughness, right? Throwing elbows and not scared to get physical with the opponent, right? I think that what he did was set a tone, a mentality shift for our team, basically letting other NBA teams know that, guys, the days of y'all mocking us, taunting us in our face, thinking we're not going to do that, right? You got another thing coming, right? We got guys like Pat Bev, right, that kind of, like, I feel set the tone for that moving forward. So I don't expect to see a lot of taunting us no more, right? Because we're establishing ourselves as a physical team, okay, guys? Like, yes, We're still old, right? We're still super young, right? We really don't be having our pieces every game consistently, but we're playing hard and we're not going to get punked. And I really appreciate Pat Bev doing that. So, Bron, AD, Russ, man, big bang, man, shoot them that 100 racks each. Shoot them that 100 racks each and pay for that because he did something that y'all weren't going to do. He set a physicality, set a tone that people are going to galvanize about. When I mean people is the team, right? And knowing that we got each other back no matter what. If we're winning or losing, we're going to have each other's back no matter what. And I appreciate it. Want to give some quick shout outs to Lonnie Walker and AR-15. They just been playing amazing, particularly Lonnie. Tonight, he was going off, had about like 12, 15 points in the first quarter, right, playing against his old team, right? I know he was a well-established player for the Spurs, but I'm just loving Lonnie's game. I'm loving the fact that he's bringing that young, dynamic athleticism to our team that we've been missing. Like, yeah, we have Malik Monk, right? But Malik is a little skinnier than Lonnie, right? So his athleticism wasn't as forceful per se as Lonnie, right? Lonnie is playing extremely well. He's getting north and south downhill. He's getting to the basket, right hand, left hand, ducks, right. He's shooting the three ball particularly well. Tonight he had 18 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, and we need to continue to let him be that third scorer. Russ is the third best player, absolutely. But we need Lonnie to be the third best scorer because he's a little bit more efficient than Russ on the offensive end of the ball, right? All in all, I really like his game. And then AR-15 is such a scabby. He's a scabby, man. I love his whole game, how he defended D-Book in that game when we played the Suns earlier this week. D-Book had 25 points, but it took him 25 shots, and AR-15 was on him the whole game. So he's showing me some growth. Playmaking-wise, right, he's always making the right play. And he has that competitive spirit that I said last week that I just really, really like a lot. But something that we need to do, guys, that will give me more confidence in us making the playoffs is beating some tougher teams. We got the Spurs again coming up, I believe, on Sunday. But actually tomorrow for a back-to-back. But after that game, we got Indiana, we got the Trailblazers, and we got the Bucks. The Trailblazers and the Bucks, particularly, guys, I really want to beat them. We got to start beating these dominant teams, right? We got to start beating better teams to not just show that we can beat good teams, but just to boost our confidence to let us know that, yes, we could rock and roll with anybody, right? So that's something I'm looking for. But I'm loving how the team is competing. I'm loving how they're galvanizing around Coach Ham. Coach Ham got their ears, obviously, and I'm just loving the whole nine, right, guys? All in all, we're coming. It's a slow process, right? It's kind of like Tetris or something, slow build up, but we're coming, right, guys? And I think that when we're finally hitting our groove, hopefully after All-Star game, who knows what's going to happen, right, guys? But there you have it with my late takes for the week. As always, please go subscribe to the Leisure Time Podcast YouTube page and follow us on our socials. Peace.